This is an HP ProDesk Mini G6. And this is a boot error. Verification failed, security violation. I purchased this HP ProDesk Mini at a government surplus auction, and as such I was prepared for it to have some kind of an issue like this where I can't boot it up because it is still assigned to the government agency that I bought it from. And so now I'm trying to get it unlocked so that I can install a different operating system or a fresh install of Windows on it. And so now I'm going to try to get past this problem. Well, the first thing I'm going to try to do is get into some kind of a boot menu. And so I will power on the machine and spam the F9 and F10 function keys. During this HP Wolf Security boot menu, and it went into a setup menu, and now I'm here at the boot menu. Here in the boot menu, I've got a few options. I can try the boot manager. I can try to boot from my flash drive, and there are a couple of network boot options which aren't going to help me out much since I'm not on the network where this was originally installed. I don't think I can do much there, or at least I don't really know how to. I can boot from a file, or I can try escape. What happens when I try escape? I can continue the boot from the startup menu, system information, system diagnostics, third-party options. What the heck is ME setup? I can go back to the boot menu, BIOS setup. That sounds like something that might help. Let's try BIOS setup. Okay, I did take a quick peek at some of these options, and I found the first easiest thing I can try is under the security menu. Secure boot configuration. And maybe I can just unselect secure boot. Maybe that's all I need to do. Let's try. All right. Escape from there. Escape from there. Save changes, yes. Alright, now what's it telling me? Secure boot, a request has been made to change system secure boot configuration, which may affect the secure boot keys or disable. Please type in and enter the below number. Okay. Well, that sounded good. I'm going back to spamming the, I think F9 or F10. Looks like it's going to go back into Windows now. Yeah, it wants me to go back into Windows now, which I don't want to do because really I just want to install a different operating system. So at this point, I'm just going to pull the power plug, give it a few seconds, and restart. All right, now that I have the secure boot option disabled, what I want to do next is try to restart and get back to that boot menu. Oh, doesn't look good. I should have been quicker to spam these F9 and F10 keys. And by spam, I just mean pressing each of them as fast as I can during the boot up. Yeah, it went back to Windows. Try it again. Pull the plug. Okay, here's attempt number 2. Plug the power back in. Start it up. And okay, that time I started pressing F9 and F10 as quickly as I can, and now it's entering setup menu for me. So I think I'm heading in the right direction. Okay, there's the UEFI Windows Boot Manager, and there is my USB drive that I would like to boot from. Let's see if it'll let me do it this time. And there it is. My USB drive is running Ventoy, and now I can potentially install any one of these operating systems. I think for this test I am going to install, or at least run, Pop! OS. Normal mode. Try or install Pop! OS. Now I should be able to run this operating system. Everything looks like it's going just fine. Okay, Pop! OS is running from the USB on the HP ProDesk, and I'm just gonna go through the setup menu real quick. Yeah, I don't want to install anything yet. I'm just gonna try the demo mode and just poke around a little bit and see what's going on here. So maybe I can see what's going on with this machine a little bit before I move forward. Just using the file browser in Pop! OS, looking at this computer, I can see that at dev, the NVMe is mounted as an encrypted drive. Looks like it's a 256 gigabyte encrypted NVMe. So that, I think that's what was installed in there. I think that's the drive. Looking a little closer at the disk that's installed on the machine, I can see that it has the partitions I would expect, I guess, to see here. I see Windows and then data partition that's locked by BitLocker. And I've seen enough here that I know I don't want to mess around with anything here other than just to try to reformat and just get this disk back to basically empty so that I can install a new operating system. So let me try to do that. Well, the first partition I'm going to try to work on is this one that says BitLocker, and this icon says it's locked. The text description here of the contents tells me it's locked, and then Pop! OS provides this little unlock icon, and it says unlocked selected encrypted partition. I have no idea what's going to happen if I select this. Yeah, it wants me to enter a passphrase. I have no idea what that might be. I'll just guess. Admin. Unlock. Nope. Of course that's not the right passphrase. So that's not going to work. I guess the next thing I'll try to do is just format the whole disk. So from this menu, I just will select Format Disk. Don't overwrite the existing data, just for a quick test. And format. I'll give it a try. I have a feeling that BitLocker partition is going to give me some trouble. No? It's that easy? Alright, well, let me try to put a partition on here. And I'll just call this drive NVMe for fun. I'm not going to erase it. I'm going to run Linux on here, so I'm just going to leave it. Linux systems only, ext4, why not? Create. There's my new partition. It can't be this easy. Alright, let's see what happens. Since I'm already running the demo Pop! OS, I'll just go ahead and try to install this onto the drive. Go back through this install menu. Everything's default. Clean install. And here's the drive I just formatted. Looks like I'm missing a couple gigabytes of available space. Makes me wonder. Oh, it didn't erase the data, so I guess that makes sense. There's still some stuff on there. Anyway, I'm going to erase and install it, so let's see what happens. Call myself admin. Super secret password. I entered the password off camera, and I'm not going to encrypt anything here. This is just a test, so don't encrypt. And now it's partitioning the drive, doing all that good stuff. Pretty boring. I'll check back in when it's finished. Okay, all set. That only took a couple minutes. Restart the device, I guess. Let's see what happens. Not worried about this at this point. I guess the only thing is I probably should have pulled that USB drive out of there. I wonder if it's gonna reboot from Ventoy. I hear the fan spinning. Just thinking about it. Oh, I like that gray screen. Yeah, there we go. Pop OS installed. What was that password? Yeah, there it is. Okay. The operating system has been installed, and now I can go ahead and do whatever I want with this PC. I'm not sure you'll be able to hear this. There's a tiny little super high-pitched whine coming out of the box. I'm thinking maybe it's the power supply. Hey, kitty. He's a good kitty. Yeah? What do you want, scritches? Yeah. Good kitty. Oop.